Hello everyone, this is Showtime 112. This is part 2 of our video about Gloster meteors flown by the Royal Australian Air Force in the Korean War. Be sure to watch part 1 if you missed it. The largest confrontation of meteors with MiG-15s occurred on December 1st, 1951. A big battle developed over Suncheon between meteors which took off from Kimpo Air Base for a fighter sweep and MiG-15s from 176th Guards Fighter Regiment. The exact number of airplanes participating in the clash is uncertain, as there is a lot of discrepancy between sources. There were either 12 or 16 meteors against between 20 and 50 MiG-15s. The MiG split into the attacking force led by Lieutenant Colonel Sergei Vishnyakov and the covering force led by Captain Sergei Kramarenko. Using the height advantage, the MiGs dived on the meteors. Kramarenko selected one of the meteors and told his wingman to attack the one to its right. As he opened fire, he saw hits on the meteor flown by Flight Sergeant Mittelmiss. Kramarenko's wingman also achieved hits on his target. Flight Sergeant Mittelmiss was able to disengage and return to base with his damaged meteor. Kramarenko then looked around and saw that Australian meteors spread out and were now fighting individually. He saw one of them trying to leave battle and attacked it. The meteor tried to turn, but it wasn't fast enough. Kramarenko achieved hits and the meteor pilot ejected. But meteor pilots were able to fight back. Flying Officer Bruce Goggerly succeeded in hitting one of the MiGs, and he was credited with a kill. Another MiG was hit by no less than 4 pilots, including Goggerly, and they were given a shared kill for it. Those were the first official kills for the Australian meteors. Soviet pilots claimed no less than 9 meteors in this battle. It looks like both sides overclaimed. Australian records showed 3 meteors lost. Sergeants Vance Drummond and Bruce Thompson ejected to become BOWs, while Sergeant Ernest Armitt was killed. Soviet sources state that all the MiGs returned to base. From late December 1951, Squadron's role changed into primarily ground attack. Meteors usually employed rockets for this purpose, including those with napalm warhead. This new role would prove equally dangerous. In March 1952, 2 meteors were lost to ground fire. Both pilots, Sergeants Cranston and Cowper, were killed. Another mission flown by Australian meteors in that period was night interception of so-called bed check Charlie airplanes. North Koreans used bombers such as Tupolev-2 or light aircraft for harassment raids over UN bases. Meteors weren't able to intercept any of the communist aircraft flying these night missions. After flying over 1,000 ground attack missions, Meteors were switched back to fighter sweep operations in May 1952. 8th of May 1952 was the day of the largest UN fighter bomber attack of the war. They were attacking a major supply depot near Pyongyang, and Meteors flew a number of fighter sweeps to protect the attackers. Pilot officer William Simmons was in a flight of 4 Meteors when they were attacked by MiGs from behind. He noticed tracers passing his wing. His attacker then overshot, and Simmons was able to fire a long burst into the MiG. He then watched his opponent dive into a spin. The MiG pilot was able to bail out, and Simmons was given a confirmed kill. The last major battle between Meteors and MiGs was fought on 27 March 1953. 4 Meteors were flying an armed reconnaissance mission near Pyongyang. The flight split into 2 sections, and Sergeants George Hale and Dave Earlham spotted 2 RF-80s being followed by a pair of MiGs. Hale dived on the MiGs, and as the Meteors were carrying rockets, he fired them at the nearest one. He did it more to get rid of the rockets and become more maneuverable. His wingman, Dave Earlham, then reported being hit. 2 more MiGs dived on the Meteors from the sun. Hale noticed the MiG behind him with his speed brakes on. He then engaged his own speed brakes, which were more efficient than the MiGs, and the communist pilot overshot. Hale's gun sight was still in the rocket mode, but he fired a long burst at the MiG-15 from short distance. Two more MiGs passed Hale's Meteor, and he was able to damage one of them. George Hale was given 1 damage credit and another probable kill. He's the last Australian pilot credited with an air-to-air kill of any sort. Dave Earlham returned to base in a badly damaged Meteor. Australian Meteors were credited with 3 confirmed kills during the Korean War. There is also a number of damage claims and probable kills. One of these damage claims scored by less reading could be added to the list of confirmed, as it can be matched with a loss in the Soviet records. But 2 kills achieved on 1st of December 1951 cannot be confirmed by the same. Even the official website of the Royal Australian Air Force says that only one of Australian Meteor's pilots' claims that can be verified without any doubt is the one by Pilot Officer Simmons. 77 Squadron was also credited with a large number of ground targets destroyed, including 1,500 vehicles and 3,700 buildings. Meteors flew about 1,500 sorties, losing 32 pilots in them. I'd like to thank Patrick Cloutier for sponsoring this video. He's the author of Mussolini's War in the East, an exciting book about the Italian combat operations in Soviet Union. If you want to learn more about this relatively unknown part of World War II history, click the link in the video description. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Join our Patreon supporters or donate on PayPal to ensure the future of the channel. Thank you and keep watching Showtime 112.